Ranking number 1 on Google is an obsolete metric. Not because Google is dying, because the consumer is not scrolling to the blue links anymore. They are asking ChatGPT, they are asking Perplexity, they are asking Gemini, and they are getting a single confident answer with no links, no choices, no browsing, no nothing. The AI answered. The consumer trusted it. The transaction started, and your rank 1 position was completely invisible to the entire exchange. Nowadays, the only metric that matters is whether an AI assistant cites your brand as the definitive answer, not whether you rank, whether you get cited. These are not the same game, and most brands are still training for the wrong one. Here is the mistake most brands are making right now. Traffic is flat, organic sessions are declining. The instinct is to fix the content strategy, hire a better SEO agency, write longer articles, write more articles, build more backlinks. That is the wrong diagnosis. The traffic is not declining because the content is weak. The traffic is declining because the user never left the AI interface. The search happened, the intent was there, but the journey ended inside ChatGPT. Consumer intent has not changed. People still want the best magnesium supplement, the best running shoes for flat feet, the natural deodorant that actually works. They are getting the answer from a language model, and that model decides whose brand to cite. You do not win that by ranking higher on a page the consumer never opens. You win it by becoming the source the model trusts enough to name out loud. That requires a completely different discipline. It is called Answer Engine Optimization. Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO, it is not a rebrand of SEO. It is a structural replacement of the underlying goal. SEO asks, how do I get to the top of the results page? AEO asks, how do I become the result that gets spoken aloud? Inside the AEO, there is a discipline called Generative Engine Optimization, GEO. GEO is the practice of structuring your content so that language models can extract, compress, and cite it with confidence. Language models do not reward length, they reward clarity, authority, and verifiability. Think about how a model selects a source. It is not reading your title tags, it is pattern matching against expert-structured, corroborated content. Does this source answer the question directly in the first paragraph? Does it have external validation? Is there a verified entity behind it? If yes, it cites you. If no, it cites the brand that figured this out first. Every day that gap exists, it compounds, because the cited brand builds branded search volume, shorter sales cycles, higher purchase intent at first contact. That is the AEO return on investment, and it is measured in assists, not in clicks. Let me make the difference between legacy SEO and AEO concrete. Legacy SEO optimizes for text patterns, keywords in the title, density in the body, meta descriptions for the snippet. AEO optimizes for the answer-first structure, your full answer in the first paragraph before any preamble, because that is the paragraph a language model will extract when it decides whether to cite you or not. Legacy SEO built authority through backlinks from high DA domains. AEO builds authority through external citations, expert roundup features, verified entity status, inclusion in knowledge graphs, and the review signal. Your review average and the volume are a direct input into whether an AI model recommends you at all. A 3.8 star average in a category where the top 10% average 4.6, that gap is a citation disqualification. There is not one AI interface, there are dozens, each running its own retrieval logic, each deciding independently which brands to cite. Monitoring whether your brand is being cited across all of those surfaces cannot be done manually. And the problem with citation gaps is that they are invisible. You never see the lost recommendation in your analytics. You just see your organic traffic plateau while your competitor's branded search volume climbs. Building citation-worthy pages is only half the problem. The other half is knowing which models are actually coding your brand and which are not. That is exactly what the reputation and review signals module inside
e-commerce benchmark.ai
surfaces. Module 3 checks your average star rating against your category's top quartile, review volume, review growth trend, and response rate to negative reviews. It translates that into your estimated AI discoverability impact. How often your main competitor appears in AI-generated answers for your category versus how often you do. Module 5 is the AEO and ACP readiness score. It checks whether your brand appears in AI-generated answers or on Perplexity and in Google AI overviews for your top product keywords. It audits your schema coverage. It checks ACP compatibility, whether your catalog is readable by AI agents that transact on behalf of users. The output is not a grade, it is a gap analysis. Specific findings, specific things preventing an AI model from recommending your products right now. And the Nexus CX Intelligence Hub is how brands track that gap in real time, continuously monitoring brand perception and citation signals across conversational surfaces. The benchmark shows you where the gap is. Nexus shows you whether you are closing it. There are 3 strategies that move the needle on citation frequency. None require a development sprint. All compound. The first is answer-first content. Restructure key pages so the full answer appears in paragraph 1. Add a TLDR block at the top. 2 to 4 sentences a language model can extract in one pass. The second is external citation building, inclusion in expert roundups, curated best-of guides, category authority publications. Language models treat this as corroboration. That is how you move from anonymous websites to verified entity. The third is trust signal repair, review volume, review recency, schema coverage across every product page. These are the direct inputs AI models use to assess citation worthiness. Fix the verification layer, the citations follow. Every major infrastructure shift in digital commerce has the same shape. A new surface emerges. Most brands ignore it. Early movers build positions that compound. Late movers are simply catching up, but the gap never fully closes. AEO is following that pattern now. In real time, the brands appearing in AI-generated answers today are not the best brands in their category. They are the best formatted. They made themselves citation-worthy first. That is good news, because it means this is a fixable technical problem, not a brand problem, not a budget problem. Start with the audit.
Go to e-commerce benchmark.ai.
Enter your URL and get your readiness score for free under a minute. And it will show you exactly how large the citation gap is between you and the brands your customers are being referred to instead. Search is not dying, it is migrating. The only question is whether your brand migrated with it.